Decisive battles in the Roman-Germanic Wars. The Roman-Germanic Wars were defined by pivotal battles that shaped the course of history. These clashes not only determined territorial control, but also symbolized the struggle between Rome's imperial ambitions and the Germanic tribes' fierce resistance. Here, we explore the decisive battles that marked this protracted conflict. 1. The Battle of Arezzo, 105 BCE. Rome's humiliating defeat. The Battle of Arezzo was a catastrophic defeat for Rome against the migrating Germanic tribes, the Cimbri and the Teutons. It highlighted Rome's vulnerability and spurred military reforms that would later prove critical to the empire's success. Key details. Forces: 80,000 Roman soldiers versus 100,000 Cimbri and Teutons warriors. Outcome: the Roman army was annihilated with massive casualties. Significance: the defeat led to political upheaval in Rome and prompted Gaius Marius' military reforms, including the professionalization of the Roman army. 2. The Battle of Vercelli, 101 BCE. Rome's redemption. This battle marked the culmination of Gaius Marius' campaigns against the Cimbri and Teutons. Rome's decisive victory reaffirmed its dominance and showcased the effectiveness of Marius' reforms. Key details. Forces: 50,000 Roman soldiers versus 65,000 Cimbri. Outcome: the Cimbri were utterly defeated, with most of their army killed or captured. Significance: the battle restored Rome's confidence and ended the immediate threat from the northern tribes. 3. The Battle of Teutoburg Forest, 9 CE. The ambush that stopped Rome. Perhaps the most famous battle of the Roman-Germanic Wars, the Teutoburg Forest ambush was a catastrophic defeat for Rome, orchestrated by Arminius, a Germanic leader trained in Roman tactics. Key details. Forces: 20,000 Roman soldiers, 3 legions, versus a coalition of Germanic tribes. Outcome: the Roman legions were annihilated with only a few survivors. Significance: this battle ended Roman attempts to expand east of the Rhine and marked a turning point in Rome's frontier policy. It also elevated Arminius to legendary status among the Germanic tribes. 4. The Campaigns of Germanicus, 14 to 16 CE. A Roman counterattack. While not a single battle, Germanicus' campaigns were a series of retaliatory strikes aimed at avenging the Teutoburg defeat. The most notable engagements occurred along the Rhine and in Germanic territories. Key details. Forces: several Roman legions versus Germanic coalitions led by Arminius. Outcome: Rome inflicted heavy casualties on the Germanic tribes and recovered 2 of the 3 lost legionary standards. Significance: these campaigns demonstrated Rome's ability to strike back, though they ultimately abandoned plans to conquer Germania. 5. The Battle of Strasbourg, 357 CE. Rome's resurgence against the Alemanni. The Battle of Strasbourg, also known as the Battle of Argentoratum, was a decisive victory for the Roman army under Julian, later Emperor Julian the Apostate, against the Alemanni, a Germanic confederation threatening the Rhine frontier. Key details. Forces: 13,000 Roman soldiers versus 35,000 Alemanni warriors. Outcome: the Alemanni were decisively defeated, with their leader Cnodamar captured. Significance: this victory temporarily stabilized the Rhine frontier and showcased Rome's ability to repel large-scale invasions despite its declining power. 6. The Gothic War and the Battle of Adrianople, 378 CE. The beginning of the end. The Battle of Adrianople was a catastrophic Roman defeat during the Gothic War, as the Visigoths, fleeing the Huns, rebelled against Rome's mistreatment. This battle marked the beginning of the Western Roman Empire's decline. Key details. Forces: 15,000, 20,000 Roman soldiers versus 15,000, 20,000 Gothic warriors. Outcome: the Roman army was annihilated, and Emperor Valens was killed. Significance: the defeat exposed Rome's inability to control its borders and manage the migrating Germanic tribes. It foreshadowed the eventual fall of the Western Roman Empire. 7. The sack of Rome, 410 CE. A symbolic turning point. Though not a battle in the traditional sense, the sack of Rome by the Visigoths under Alaric was a defining moment in the Roman-Germanic Wars. It marked the first time in nearly 800 years that Rome had fallen to a foreign enemy. Key details. Forces. Alaric's Visigothic army. Outcome. Rome was looted but spared widespread destruction. Significance. The event symbolized the decline of Roman power and the rising influence of the Germanic tribes. 8. The Battle of the Catalonian Plains, 451 CE. Rome and the Goths unite. This battle, fought between a coalition of Roman and Visigothic forces against the Huns under Attila, demonstrated the shifting alliances of the time. The Germanic Visigoths fought alongside Rome to repel the Hunnic invasion. Key details. Forces. 50,000, 80,000 Roman and Visigothic soldiers versus 50,000, 70,000 Huns and allies. Outcome. Attila's advance into Gaul was halted, though neither side achieved a decisive victory. Significance. The battle underscored the complexity of late Roman-Germanic relations, with former enemies uniting against a common threat. 9. The Battle of Soissons, 486 CE. The Frankish rise. The Battle of Soissons marked the transition from Roman to Frankish control in Gaul. Clovis I, leader of the Franks, defeated the Roman commander Syagrius, ending the last vestiges of Roman authority in the region. Key details. Forces. Frankish army versus Roman remnants in Gaul. Outcome. Clovis emerged victorious, consolidating his power. Significance. The battle symbolized the end of Roman rule in Western Europe and the rise of Germanic kingdoms. 10. The Battle of Mons Lactarius, 553 CE. The fall of the Ostrogoths. Fought during the Gothic War between the Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantium, and the Ostrogoths. This battle marked the final defeat of the Ostrogoths in Italy. General Narses, under Emperor Justinian, led the Byzantines to victory. 12. The Battle of Tolbiac, 496 CE. The turning point for the Franks. The Battle of Tolbiac was a pivotal moment for the Frankish kingdom under Clovis I, facing defeat against the Alemanni. Clovis prayed to the Christian god for victory and subsequently converted to Christianity after his triumph. Key details. Forces. Frankish army versus Alemanni warriors. Outcome. The Franks defeated the Alemanni, consolidating their control over Gaul and extending their influence. Significance. Clovis' conversion to Christianity aligned the Franks with the Roman Church, setting the stage for the Christianization of Germanic Europe and strengthening their ties to Roman traditions. 13. The Battle of the River Adda, 490 CE. The Ostrogoths claim Italy. This battle was part of the conflict between Theodoric the Great of the Ostrogoths and Odoacer, the first king of Italy, who had deposed the last Western Roman emperor in 476 CE. Theodoric's victory solidified Ostrogothic rule in Italy. Key details. Forces. Ostrogothic army versus Odoacer's forces. Outcome. Theodoric defeated Odoacer, eventually capturing and executing him. Significance. The battle established Theodoric as the ruler of Italy and marked a turning point in the transition from Roman to Germanic dominance in the region. 14. The Battle of Casilinum, 554 CE. Byzantium's final victory in Italy. The Battle of Casilinum was one of the last major engagements of the Gothic War between the Byzantine Empire and the Ostrogoths. General Narses, leading the Byzantine forces, crushed the Franks and Alemanni who had invaded Italy. Key details. Forces. Byzantine army under Narses versus Frankish and Alemannic coalition. Outcome. The Byzantine victory secured Italy for Emperor Justinian, albeit temporarily. Significance. This battle ended Germanic attempts to dominate Italy during this period and briefly restored Roman governance under the Eastern Roman Empire. 15. The Siege of Carthage, 439 CE. The Vandal stronghold. While not a battlefield in Germania, the Siege of Carthage represented a decisive moment in the Roman-Germanic power struggle. The Vandals, under King Genseric, seized the wealthy Roman province of North Africa, dealing a devastating blow to the empire. Key details. Forces. Vandal forces versus Roman defenders. Outcome. The Vandals captured Carthage, establishing a kingdom and cutting off vital grain supplies to Rome. Significance. This marked a significant shift in power, as the Vandals became a dominant maritime force and further weakened the Western Roman Empire. 16. The Battle of Mons Badonicus, c. 500 CE. A mythic British victory. Though shrouded in legend, the Battle of Mons Badonicus